Yeah.
There we go. Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, along with my brother Sean Ali. And we're coming on today, this evening, for another episode of our Health and Wellness Power Hour. And our topic today is what? How to think and be healthy. How to think and be
Hmm.
healthy. That sounds like a awesome topic, Brother Sean. How are you?
All is well. It's, no complaints, no worries right now.
Can
Trying
you?
to. Can you hear me?
Right. Yes.
I think did. I freeze for a little bit, or
Yes,
was
I can
that
hear you.
okay? Yeah, just trying to practice controlling
No, I
myself.
think it was. Yeah. Self control.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
where does that start?
Mm. Yeah, about
Where does that
yeah,
start?
yeah. I mean, on that one, everybody's start point probably
Mhm.
would be different, you know, because we
But
all don't
how?
have the same.
So,
What do you mean?
everything starts with a thought. So it all
Oh yeah, true.
starts.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I wasn't even looking at it from that perspective. Thank you for
Right.
reminding me and bringing me back. Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
sir.
Yeah. And that's everything starts as a thought, and yeah,
Right.
including foolishness, right?
Hmm.
So, and
Everything,
unhealthiness. Yeah, that's crazy.
good or bad.
Mhm. And to be healthy, a person has to want to be healthy.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know so that's not saying something of like thinking and growing healthy, being healthy. That's not like abracadabra, because everything
Hmm.
starts like, to be health. All of this starts with the thought that will give you the plan or whatever that will allow you to manifest that thought, bring it into reality. So from that perspective,
Right.
we just don't know how to think on a health wellness level. And that's not good or bad, and that's not black or white. That's a majority of us. So we can hear things and see things that sound good, and we could think it's
Mhm.
applicable to us, but it really isn't. And you
Right.
know, just like with fasting, it's so many different things that have been added to something so simple. Because fasting is just you not eating or consuming
Yeah.
something for a particular time, right? And
Right.
now you have the juice fast and the fruit fast and like you can't eat and fast at the same time.
Right.
But if I think I can, I don't know how to think and be healthy. You just because I'm not.
Mhm.
So that's covering that category. It's like, okay, we can think these things are healthy, but if I'm not getting better, then I'm not thinking and being healthy. Because if I think and be healthy, I'm going to see results. And it won't take years. It takes days.
Mhm.
Some results you can see the same day.
Right.
So you mean so when we're looking at that, that's our measuring stick. That's our to decide the litmus test, if you will, to see where I'm at. If I'm not getting better,
Hmm.
then something, especially if I'm doing things that are supposed to make me better.
Right.
You right. See, so it's not that the things that I'm doing might not be it. It has to be how am I applying these things.
Right.
You
And then the thought that goes along with it, because
know.
You can be fasting, and but then you angry,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not rising above emotions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because every
That.
thought produces a chemical. So you can
Mm-hmm.
be on a fast and then, not in the right space mentally.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. And that's a part of thinking and being healthy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, because there's more than one way to use the thought process and such like that. So, but and that's it, the window of being healthy is very easily measured. When I wake up tomorrow, if I'm not better, then I need to readjust the things that I did. If I
Right.
wake up to matter tomorrow and I'm better, man, let me keep going,
Right.
right? So unfortunately, many of us we fall victim to the fads and the the, the buzzwords. So these research groups and these advertisers, they understand buzzwords that will catch your attention, right? So you see the commercial and you think it's identifying you because you can see yourself in the symptoms or whatever. But being healthy, being well, exercise, sunlight, rest, right? Getting earthing and grounding,
Right.
hydration, then you get dealing with nutrition. So if we learn how to think and be healthy, I have to adjust with these six actions because I'm 75% water.
Mhm.
So I'm not eating that. I shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like food is not that important. But if we don't know how to think according
Right.
to health and wellness, according to science, we will find ourselves on that cycle where we're doing things, but we're not getting better. So
Right.
I start a garden, I grow my food, but I'm not getting better. It's not that I shouldn't have started my garden. Maybe I don't know how to eat to live.
That,
You know what I mean?
yes, that's key.
Yeah, yeah, right, 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 right. You know what I mean? So, and then, like you said, it's also I. That's one component. That's the component that is dealing with what we are doing or not doing. But then you said that other component. I- If I'm in the good action, but my thought process is
Right.
not in a good thought process. Yeah, you know, how you said it,
Right.
rising above. But yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, you angry, upset, irritated, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
in that low vibration.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
then there has to be a balance, and that's the struggle for balance.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. But and those are probably the two main sticking points. You know what I mean? Of with in this topic of thinking and being healthy. You know what I mean? So it's either I don't know what to do, or I know what to do, but I don't know how to carry myself. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So to speak. And like you said, everything starts with the thought.
right.
Everything. If I don't
Yeah.
know how to use my thought process, that's up to me. I'm sorry, what were you ready to say, sis?
Right. No, you just said it. Know how to use the thoughts. yeah.
And there aren't, and it's not a manual for that. There is no, the right or wrong is in what happens to you after you apply that thought,
Right.
right? So that's your measuring stick. Okay, your first measuring stick, and then if you come out, depending on that, if it involves other people, then how did they come out? But if it's just something that's involving you, that's your measuring stick. How am I coming out at the end of this?
Right.
CMOS, how are you coming out at the end of CMOS? Don't tell me it made you feel better because that's not the purpose of food, right? Food doesn't, if you're eating food and it's making your mental improve, that's not the purpose of food because we're 75% water.
Now that,
Do you
yeah,
understand? Are we? Can we
right.
grab? So if I'm 75% water, I'm not a food based individual.
But I'm putting my sea moss in water.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Like we say, it's thinking and being healthy.
Right,
So you and everybody is thinking because you can't not think. But
right.
it's a good and a bad, right? Not necessarily right or wrong, good and bad. What is it doing to you? If you're not getting better, I mean, all of that stuff, man, we
Right.
be throwing people throw out there. Yeah, you're supposed to your age number is supposed to change. But
Mm,
there's no such thing as growing old, getting like we gotta that's not thinking and being healthy. Because if you think that, that's why you're where you're at.
right. You
Because
are what you
your
think.
body,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You're right.
You are
So
what you think.
we change the thought process, our perception, because what I perceive is what I'm going to look at. What I'm looking at is what I'm going to see. So that's a good way to change my
Right.
perception about health and wellness, my perception about food, because I'm 75% water, my
Hmm.
perception about grounding and earthing and exercise and getting rest, especially getting rest, because we'll sacrifice that.
Yes. Talk about that.
We will sacrifice. I'm thinking now that I can work this, get this money, and get that, right? Whether it's paying a
Right.
car note, if on this expensive ass car
Keep
that I
grinding.
decided to get, right? You know what I mean? Or the house note on this expensive ass house that I decided to get, or whatever it is that I decided to do that I thought my way into. Now my thinking is how can I pay for this stuff, right? So now I'm sacrificing. What can I sacrifice? I'm sacrificing nutrition, sacrificing rest, exercise,
Rest.
the sunlight. Man, God damn, that's all. That's all. That,
Sacrificing everything. That's everything. That's everything.
but you get the bag, and then you want to turn around and because on the way now the condition of your body, you have to address that. Now we are ready to think about health, but we've grown into this unhealthy condition.
Right.
And
And as we say, it's easier to take preventative measures at the onset than, as they say, spinning the block,
mm,
spin around and try to correct it, you know.
mhm. And this is all just something to think about because that's life is an individual sport
Right.
and is individually based. We can do things collectively, but
Hmm.
it's an individual endeavor. So that right there is we take the general topic and we fine tune it to what I want out of myself and my life and such.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How do
So
you
if
want to
you
apply it to yourself
right,
for,
if you want to get
right.
healthy and live, let's go. you know?
Exactly.
Right. If you good and you don't want to live longer and stuff like that, then some of this message probably won't resonate with because there's nothing for you to think yourself into as far as lifespan, health, wellness, and such. But if you see where you have room to improve your health and wellness, if you see where you have room to expand your life, if you see where you have room to make manifest whatever it is you desire, this is how we can practice it. You have to start with something. So you start with, okay, I make myself do these healthy things. They're free exercise. That doesn't require a gym. It doesn't require money. It doesn't require a uniform. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Your body calls for it. When you start to get stiff and that's your body calling for you to get up and move. When your legs are falling asleep, that's your body
Yes.
calling you to get up and exercise, right? So
Right.
when you this is these
Get
are
up
the
and
things.
move. Yes.
Right.
Fingers going numb.
That's rest. Like your body, you yawn. Your body tells you to get rest. So, and this is where we can grab that what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul.
Lose the soul. That's
You
right.
know? Yeah. And that's
Profit
the
you.
go ahead, what you say, sis?
Yeah, it costs you everything because if
Your
you
life.
don't have your health, you can have
Mm.
all the money in the world. Your health is you can't get up and enjoy it and do anything. So yes, sir.
And we're seeing it. Dion, we see Hulk Hogan, we see people that went through stuff to get money. That's not, I mean, listen to me. If you think that you're growing old gracefully or any of these things that this world can throw at you, aging, if you think that that's natural and that's what is supposed to be happening to you, more power to
Right.
you. However, if you want to change and improve the condition of your body and make it like you're young again,
Yes.
hey, listen, man, I'm just saying, listen, I'm just saying, right? It starts with the thinking.
Right.
Okay, now I first accept, like, okay, that's possible. Now my perception is that that is possible. So now my perception is going to form what I'm looking for in that. So
Hmm.
now I'm looking for Google the fountain of youth, right? Siri, what's the so because I'm looking because I my thinking is that I can do it. So I'm
Right.
looking for it, right? Now the things that I'm looking for and at, that's what I'm going to see. I've Googled it, I've researched it. So what am I? I'm seeing that. I'm seeing it. Now I take what I see, I'm digesting it, whether it's with my eyes, with my ears, or however
Hmm.
it gets inside of me, right? My
Right.
body is processing it. That's what happens when you put something inside of you. Your metabolism breaks it down, right? And
Yes.
it takes what it broken down and it uses it. Right? So this is what happens. So now my body is processing what I'm that.
Right.
You are what you eat.
That's right. You are
See,
what you think and what you put
see,
into practice.
see. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
And that's
Yes.
how we begin. Because we have to, well, how do I start? Right there.
Mhm.
Right there. That'll lead you and
Right.
open the door for the endless possibilities of your life.
Right. And if
Yeah.
you need help
Mm,
getting that mental clarity to
come
so
on.
you can start thinking better,
Hmm.
aromatherapy. Nothing
Yep.
works faster. 22 seconds. Get
Mm,
you some I did a post about basil essential
hmm. Oh
oil
yeah, yeah,
and how
yeah.
it helps you to de-stress, overcome that anxiety, and it helps you sleep. It's an adaptogenic
Mm,
essential oil, so it really will adapt to what your body needs at the time when you use it.
mm,
So if you need rest, it's gonna help you get rest. You need, very good to diffuse before you go to bed.
mm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That was the basil you said?
Yes, basil,
hmm hmm
natural anxiety reliever.
I had to get used to that, but yeah, the basil is yeah. That's it,
Yeah,
we just
it's
go ahead. What did you say, sis?
no. I was saying, yeah, the aroma of it is quite different.
hmm 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 You know, that's see we black people, man. You know, we just need our own, not because we need to get away from these concepts of like hospitals and things like that.
Right.
And we need to understand that it is an individual endeavor. If I don't do the things that improve and extend my life, they won't, just like anything else in your life.
Hmm.
Everything else in your life has come from the process that we're talking about.
Right.
Health and wellness is no different. Nobody can give you that. Not God, not the hospital, not your doctor. Nobody. They can tell you what to do, right? You go to the ER, the hospital, the doctors, they give you a prescription, they give you a plan. All right, get some rest, eat right, do this, do that, right?
Right.
So they give you the program, but you have to do the program. No different than anything else that we do in our life. Whether it's a job, getting money, a business, it doesn't matter. It started just like Sister Denise began the program. What did you say?
What did I say? It all starts in the mind.
There you go. No
That
matter what. No matter
no
what.
matter what.
No matter what. Health and
Yes.
wellness. No matter what, you can read anywhere else. If you could study it at a collegiate level where you can have research and you can have these things, these peer reviewed research articles and such like that,
Hmm.
and you can get a better grasp at what really is real and what really isn't, you will
Right.
see it's up to you. Because the number one cause of death is clogged arteries. How the hell do arteries get clogged? No, you mean like that's the number one?
Right.
Over 650,000 people die every year from clogged
Wow.
arteries. That's mind blowing.
That is.
That's suicide. That's not natural because you aren't born with. That's not a human. That's something you
Clogged
call.
arteries.
Yeah, because it's completely
Right.
controllable and preventable. Mm.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Watch what you
that's
put in
mm.
your
You got to
mouth.
watch what you want for yourself. Hey, you
Right.
if you yeah, that what precedes that. No, you're right. And the predecessor to that is you got to know what you want for yourself. Like I said, if
Hmm.
you don't want to live long, if you cool with, then this probably won't. You probably will watch this show, but it probably won't hit you deep in your soul.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. But we're meant to get better, not worse. That's the whole thing. Like the human body is designed to get better, not worse.
You're
You go
better
from
with
a
time.
baby, right? You go from a baby that can't move itself, has no control over its nervous system. The older you get, the better you are supposed to be.
Control. Right.
Hey,
It's
man.
like we come from that stage into a stage where you're good, and then that decline starts to happen.
Yeah, ain't that something?
And yeah,
Yeah, that. I mean,
and it all starts what,
in your mind with
like,
the thought.
right, what you just said. What do you want for yourself?
hmm hmm Yep. And that's even though you might not see the examples. And that's because, like I said, certain things, and this has nothing to do with whether you go, I'm not pushing college. It's just what you have the ability to be exposed to. The research and the articles and the stuff like that that you can get into at that level, you can't find it outside of it. Because something, you know what I mean? Like that school you're at, you'll have access to that library. A lot of that material you won't be able to find anywhere else.
Right.
You feel me? Right? You know what I mean? So if we don't generally we don't all have access. I didn't until I went to college. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, wow, I thought I knew what I knew.
Right.
And so it's like,
We
man,
thought we was doing something, Googling, until you go to college, and it's like another vault of information
exactly.
opens up.
Not saying that what you previously had wasn't right or wrong. It's
Right.
just that you get that other vault that you because you have to pay for college. So this is
Mhm.
paid information. You know what I mean? Like this ain't
Right.
free. You gotta pay somebody to get access to this. You know what I mean? Whether it's a cheap
Exactly.
college or expensive college. You
Yes, sir.
yeah. But I mean, I don't have a problem. I understand that because, especially in the Nation of Islam, we're taught that's how we gather nation or knowledge. It was
Mm,
bought. You know,
that's right.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Mm. But yeah, this is a topic that I hope we can, well, not you and I, but I know we're going to probably get into in the future. But this is something that I hope can catch on with our people because we follow people that don't have a long lifespan. I mean, we follow people that naturally are unnatural. So the things that they do, it can't even promote life because they don't have life in them. So we have that upbringing underneath of that, and a lot of us have unfortunately formed our thinking based on those theories,
Right.
right? So, like the brother, the dude, the scientist I posted. They said we were all in the cave when we were like,
Oh,
when
yes. Like,
you
what
know what I
is
mean? Like
that?
when did it? But see, he's under that
That
upbringing that this is all real.
that
No,
we
we're not
seek
one.
when the master seek, we seek.
Yup, yup,
That
yup. And
mentality.
basic science will teach you that one people are from here, people are from. You know what I mean? Basic science teaches you where people are from, and it's not. It goes and it blows away that caveman theory. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
especially, well, no, it blows away the we weren't in no damn cage. Like
Right.
we weren't eating raw food. We ain't never have a birth problem. Like that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Wow.
that just forms the thought process. That forms the perception. So if that's my perception, now when I go to look,
Hmm.
that's what I'm going to see because that's my perception, right? So now
Right.
that's what I'm going to get because that's what I'm going to see. So I'm only going to be able to, when you drive and you see what you see. They tell you keep your eyes on the road, right? Look in your mirror. So you can have a passenger say, "Oh, look at that." You mean like, man, cut that stuff out. Yeah, you ready make us crash, but because you focus. So that's what I'm saying. The perception determines what you look at, which determines what you see.
Mm,
And if we can shift ours on health and wellness from this world, these people that aren't naturally healthy, don't naturally live long. So we
right.
can get back to us where we live as long as we want.
Right. And that's the
And I'm not,
question we always ask. How long do you want to live?
man.
How long?
And they be like 100, That's crazy, man. We so, but that's where if we can open that other vote up. See, I in my college, uh, going to college, what I learned was because I studied health and wellness. I studied holistic health and wellness. So it took me to these people in these places, right? Because they had Eastern versus Western. You see, like
Right.
these are the type of topics: Eastern medicine versus Western. And Eastern is all people that look like Sister Denise and me.
Right.
You look like it is, and now you looking at aromatherapy, sound
Mhm.
therapy, touch therapy.
Right.
You're not looking at food and medicine. You're looking at these senses, the
Yeah, the
chakras. All
natural.
of those things is
Right.
Eastern.
Or the alternative when it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
original in this other stuff is the alternative,
yeah.
you know.
So that's and once we find it, we see the people, man. These people, they look like us, but they live. You know, they were healthy, and they lived as long as they wanted to live. They don't
Mm,
have birth records, death records.
right. Right.
That's what I'm trying to get back to.
Yes. Grow younger. Grow young.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I like to think I'm not too far from the target, because
Yeah.
but it's always room for improvement.
Oh
That's what
yes.
makes the life better. Because if I wake up tomorrow and I continue to exercise, like some of us do, we'll continue to have that strength and that muscular shape, right? But if
Right.
now we add if I continue to rest, if I continue to ground and get sunlight and do, you know what I mean? Like if we take
Right.
that list every day, your body has no choice but to heal if you need healing. It has no choice but to get healthier, get stronger, and grow younger because
Do
you're
what it
going to
yeah. Do what it was made
naturally.
to do naturally.
Come on,
Because
man.
that's
Come
our
on.
natural that's our natural state. So
Hey,
once you eliminate anything that doesn't cause death,
see? Come on, sis.
there you go.
Come on. You cracking. You cracking. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Eliminate everything that doesn't cause death
Man.
and grow
Now you
young. Grow
there you
young.
go. There you go. There you go. Because your doctor would tell you all that stuff is your lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might not know how to change your lifestyle to overcome diabetes, but that's how you got there.
Hmm.
Right? I mean,
Right.
right, right. Outside of a few, like with women that can have diabetes from pregnancy and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
other than the few that lifestyle isn't the cause, but diabetics, that's a lifestyle, man.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And
You're
it's
thinking,
interesting when you like say if you go, for a checkup and your blood pressure is elevated, and then they'll take it and then tell you to breathe or take some deep breaths and then it'll go down. So why not just prescribe some breathing, you know? So they already
hmm
know it's not
hmm
breathing right.
exactly. No, see, and that's a twofold because sometimes, people, it's the people, man. They watch these TV shows and they
Mhm.
expect that to happen. So they expect some type of medicine or something. It's like, because why else would you go there?
Right.
You know what they're gonna give you. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over.
Expecting a different
Expect
result. That's right.
right, right. So we go because of. I thank my sinuses, so we go every year,
Get that script.
expecting different results though.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, I go stick my finger. I'm not expecting this thing to be all these numbers to be all because I think I'm doing the things that should keep it good, right?
Right.
A lot of times when we see these off numbers, we shocked. You got that high blood pressure number, you shocked. You got that high
Right.
glucose number, you shocked. That high, oh, it's like these things because you're not. Sometimes you are doing the right
Mm-hmm.
thing, but you're not thinking right.
That part. See?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. You'll see people if you go. It's people at the gym got to check their insulin and stuff like that, because I'm doing right things. I'm not, but like we said, think and be healthy.
Right.
So,
Yes, sir. And once you start down that dark pathway, this is some lime essential oil.
ooh,
Oh, it smells so good.
the
Just
lime,
immediately. Oh my goodness.
the lime. I never had the lime.
Really? Oh my
Mm-mm.
goodness. Get you some lime essential oil.
Mm,
It's
dang,
just immediately invigorating. Just makes you feel
dang. I could imagine you got my, you got, oh man. See now I'm mad at you now.
good. See, I immediately it like, oh my goodness. 'Cause I
Ooh.
told you I was a little stressed before we got on here.
Right,
And
right,
that
right,
just
right.
helped me feel a whole lot better.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, I haven't had the lime, man. That's one of
Oh yeah. Gotta get that one, Brother Sean. Thought I
dang.
hipped you to the lime.
You have.
Never
I
got
gotta grab my charger. Yeah,
it.
yes. I haven't got it, you know. Because I
Yes.
usually try to get I think that one was a little bit more expensive when I was shopping.
Hmm. Yeah, lime is really good. Lemon and lime,
Mm.
those the citrus oils are very
Yes,
uplifting to this, just makes you feel really good.
yes,
Anti
yes. Oh my
anxiety.
God. I just plugged.
Yes, sir. Gives you that mental clarity. It's like sunshine in a bottle. Refreshing, natural cleanser, enhances your mental clarity. Definitely got to get the lime essential oil. Brother Sean, you there? All right. I think Brother Sean uh, didn't catch get his phone charger in time. But thank you all for tuning in. We're going to wrap it up here. But I was speaking about lime essential oil. It's a natural mood booster, uplifts your mood, and it also helps to stimulate your immune system. So that's another good essential oil to have in your aromatherapy toolkit. And I'm going to post the link for if you want any of those essential oils, you can go to that link right there. And I'll also post it in the comments. All right. So thank you all for tuning in for another edition of the Health and Wellness Power Hour with myself and Brother Sean Ali. Until next time, inshallah, we will be back next week for another edition of the Health and Wellness Power Hour. All right, you all take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace and blessings.